Bhairava Kalike Namostute. Om Namo Bhairavaya Namo Namah. Om Namo Bhairavaya Swaha. Jai Ma Kali. So welcome back to yet another video on today's subject, again into Bhairava Sadhana only. So many of you have been asking me in the comments to talk about Ma Kali. Please understand that we will eventually talk about Ma. She is my Ishta, and it is after her that I run like a madman. And the thing is that if I start talking about her, then there is nothing else that I can talk about. So Bhairava is the kindest guru who would guide somebody in that path. And please understand that when Mahakali, so let me start off why I am sitting here first. So today morning I was doing her Abhisheka, and I sort of got the sudden urge that I should do this video in front of her, and I myself do feel guilty that I do not talk about her. I'll tell you why. Because if you see in the Vigraha itself, to truly understand Ma Kali, it is Mahakala Bhairava who has to come and lie down as a stage for you on which he will stand. If Bhairava doesn't come and lie down for you as a stage, as a pedestal, Mahakali will not stand there in her full form. So this indirectly what it means is that you should set a base of Bhairava Sadhana so strong that it can invoke and contain the energy that is the highest energy across the universe, multi-universes. This is the higher end. There's nothing about that. There is absolutely no energy about that. That is the full Rupam of Adi Shakti, and her first form is Mahakali. So that is why in the Vigraham you would see she is standing on the chest of Mahakala Bhairava. And the reason is very simple, and that is why we will continue to talk about Bhairava, so that in this channel itself we set the base, that is Bhairava. Once the base of Bhairava is set, that is when Mahakali in her full Rupa, she stands on his chest and she looks up to you. That is when you see her. So you cannot hurry into Mahakali. You can go to thousands of her temples. She will bless you. All right. She is going to bless you, and she will give you whatever that is you are asking for. But to attain her oneness, she needs to stand. Shakti doesn't stay in a place. Shakti is always moving. You could invoke her how many times ever you want, how many lifetimes ever you want, but she has to come and stand there for you like this, like how she is standing here in this Vigraha. Then you need to set the base, and the base should be the most powerful energy known to mankind. All right, what we can perceive at the right edge of that beyond that we do not know what we have. People who would be able to communicate that do not have physical bodies anymore. So Mahakala Bhairava has to come and lie down for you on the pedestal, and on that pedestal she will stand, because only pedestal that can contain the energy of Mahakali is Mahakala Bhairava. No other pedestal, no stage, nothing. It will get decimated and she will move. So this is why when I've had many people text me, and even on the phone people have been asking me for mantras and guidances into Mahakali. No, you do not hurry there. Even if you have had upadeshas and guidances from other sources, and you have been invoking Bhairava for a very long time, I would myself insist that you do at least 3 proper full-fledged mandalas of Kala Bhairava before you even think of getting full-fledged into Mahakali Sadhana. Because if you start invoking her without a base of Mahakala Bhairava, she will not stay there in your house. She will move. And while moving, she'll also shake the foundation of your house, and the entire neighborhood will shake. That is the kind of energy that she is. And she doesn't shy away from giving you experiences that no other deity can give you. She'll be like, daily, today morning you're talking to somebody, the DP will be Mahakali. You look into you're going to your office, you're switching on the system, something to do with some specific names that will only associate with her, you will find that on your system. You look, okay, right, look at the next file, you will find it there again. So she loves to give experiences to her devotees. So even now you see, my subject of my video is Bhairava, to talk about Bhairava, and here I am. The moment I touched her subject, I no longer have control on myself. I am gone. So this is why we cannot hurry into Mahakali. We need to be a little slow. We will get there eventually. Because once I start talking about her, it is impossible for you, anybody to pull me into any other subject, because she is indescribably, there is no words. There is no words. If you really realized Mahakali, you will understand that she will not let you think of anything else. See again, the subject of the video is Bhairava, and I've gotten into her. So today morning, I don't even know if I mentioned this in the video. So we are sitting over here because today morning I was doing the Abhishekam for Ma while pouring her Kumkum Abhishekam. So I do 4 specific kinds of Abhishekam for her in the mornings. Night we have a separate ritual altogether. So morning will be Satvik and night would not be Satvik offerings for Mahakali. Different, let's not get into the details. So I was doing it for her, and I'm thinking, okay Ma, I'm just going to take these videos today, and then I kind of get the urge to sit in front of her and do it. So I'm here. That's why you don't see my cow and all anywhere, because this is the small temple that I set up for her at my house. I would say that the temple is set in such a way that the house was built around it, and I live in her temple. So that is how I call it. Because okay, let me forcefully bring myself back to the subject of the video, because I start talking about her, it is gone. I cannot come into any other subject. So apologies to Ma Kali, and I would now come back to the subject. Do you need a guru? Do you need a guru for Bhairava Upasana, Bhairava Sadhana? And what happens if you do not have a guru, or what happens if you have a guru? Two parts. Let us go into without having a guru. You picked up a mantra from the net, and it's a basic Nama mantra. You started doing it. You saw it on a video, or somebody told it to you. You went ahead. Nobody initiated it. You're just going. There is absolutely nothing wrong that can happen to you. You will be fine. Understand this. You will be absolutely fine. No papa karma. Nothing is going to hit you. You will do very well in life. You will find progress happening. You will find experiences happening. Only thing you need to understand is you need to keep on going. Do not wish that I am not getting any experiences, so am I progressing? This self-doubt also you need to remove. You need to tell yourself that till I get experiences, I will keep coming to you. This should be the stance. I am a fool. I know nothing. I need to come to Bhairava, and I am going to come to you. I will keep on reciting this mantra till you give me a darshan or your guidance, or show me the guru who is going to teach me the path. And trust me, he is very fast in reacting. By the first 48 days or so, you will generally start getting experiences. Keep going. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt. Let me tell you, if there are 1,000 people talking about Bhairava, there will be 1 or 2 who are very genuine. There will be many who are out for various other reasons. Let us not get into that. If you are genuine, if you really want to attain Bhairava, keep going. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt whether he is present. Talk to him and simply keep going with the Nama Mantra. This Nama Mantra you can go for a year, 2 years, entire 25 years or 100 years of life that you have left. Keep going. He is beyond all this. You cannot restrict him saying that he did only Nama Mantra, so I am not going to even have any influence on his life. He is not like that. He will literally come and stand in front of you, and you will start experiencing that, and you will not even be able to describe it to people because they will call you mad. So don't doubt whether just because somebody gave you a very simple mantra and you got it from somebody, for example. Now let's come to the other path. You got it from a guru, or somebody who is a very advanced sadhak, who's sitting in a corner making a video, and you took that video seriously and you want to go in that path. Number one, if you have taken the mantra from him, even if you've taken, let's say, the same mantra from internet, and the same mantra is now being given to you by somebody who has put considerable amount of years, time, bled for that particular basic Nama Mantra, when he gives it to you, it will directly project you in a pace that will be really fast. There is no two ways about it. It will be faster because he is now putting his prana shakti into that. The mantra is now empowered. You will definitely find that your progress is faster. Even then, I do not suggest that you search for such a person and take the guidance from him and then do it. do that only if you are 100% sure that he has given you that upadesha and you will follow it to the letter without a moment of self-doubt. Because as opposed to taking this mantra from the internet and doing it, you've now empowered yourself and you're almost already in touch with Bhairava's energy through this person. So what happens is that if you take that upadesha, you take it into your head, okay, right, and then you can actually walk off. You're not proper, you're not respectful to the mantras, or you are zoned out, or you start and then stop. Some days you're sitting at 7, some days you're sitting at 10, some days you don't sit at all, some days you just hurry off and finish it off. This has two implications. Number one, the papa karma will hit the person who has given you the upadesha. Number one, it will. There is no escaping that. It will hit him, but Bhairava will be very kind to that person, because how much can he control you? He gave it to you with the proper intention so that you will progress in your path. He did not do it for his own benefit. He wanted to talk about Bhairava and it happened. But if you took it from him and then you do not do it, it will majorly affect your rest of your Bhairava sadhana potential or eligibility in that life. This will absolutely destroy your progress. So if you take a mantra or an upadesha in writing or by phone, do it properly and empower yourself. You will fly. If the person is genuine and you are also genuine, you will fly. If the person who giving you that upadesha is genuine and you are not respectful to the mantra, therein your sadhana for that life will get into a huge hurdle, and even in the next life you probably will not be able to come into Bhairava sadhana. There might be fear of specific things to do with Bhairava or Mahakali, or the Shakti path itself might be very, very difficult for you to enter. So this is what is the dangers of going to a guru who may be, if there are 1,000 people who are giving upadeshas, 1 or 2 will be genuine. This is the sad fact of Kali Yuga. That is why the mantras have come on the internet. That is why everybody is able to get hold of the mantras, because once you simply grab a nama mantra of Bhairava, you take the Sahasra Namavali of Bhairava and you start chanting it, one way or the other you will suddenly end up with somebody who truly has unleashed a potential touch with his Paramatma, and Bhairava is residing in him now. You will be able to engage with that person and he might give you a guidance. Do not seek for that person. Seek for Bhairava. This is where everybody makes a mistake. Don't seek a guru. Don't be in search of a human being. Go in search of Bhairava. Bhairava will send you to the human when you're ready. Do not search, I want this very famous guy, I want to run after him, he has to guide me. Go after Bhairava. Oh, I see the new video, amazing, I think he knows his stuff, I'll run after him. Go after Bhairava, and if that video came into your life because Bhairava wants you to interact with this guy, then yes, it'll go through smoothly. You will be able to reach him, he will start talking to you, and then that's it. That is his wish. But if as soon as you start your Bhairava Upasana itself, you are looking at a guru. I want a human being to guide me. I want a human being to guide me. That is not the way to go for Bhairava. You full-fledged jump into Bhairava Upasana, make mistakes. He's a guru. Please don't get into all this commercialized ideas that he will destroy anybody who makes a mistake. You make mistake. You tell him, same thing that I told in the last video. I am a fool. I have no clue what I am doing. If you think what I am doing is wrong and this is not how I should come to you, take me to somebody who will guide me right. Until then, I'm like a fool. I'll keep running after you. You think that a guru, that is Bhairava, will punish you for that? Do you really think that will happen? Will the guru punish? He will not. He'll probably give you a rap and just take you and put you in front of a person who can actually guide you. Now, if that has happened and you feel that you're in the presence of somebody who's out of that 1,000, out of that 1 or 2 people who actually seem to make a little bit of sense, then you be very disrespectful to that person's upadesha. Whether you, after taking the upadesha, even if you feel that you cannot follow it, take an anushtana for Bhairava and apologize. Take an anushtana yourself for 15-20 days. Take an anushtana 48 days and apologize to Bhairava that I took this upadesha. I don't think I'm fit for it. I don't think I can follow it. Please forgive me. And at the same time, the person who gave you the upadesha also has to do this. He also has to apologize that I got this opportunity. I did not realize the gravity of it. I've given the upadesha to somebody who has not taken it seriously. for this, please do not attach any papa karma to me. So don't be casual when asking for upadeshas. If you do not follow it, it will destroy you. It will have impact on the person who's also giving you an upadesha, but he will definitely, if he's an advanced sadhak, know how to escape from it by apologizing in the right way to Baba, and Baba will just give him a small rap and just put him in the corner for 48 days. He will do an anushtana and he will come out of it. You also should do it. So if you have gone to a person who knows a little bit, he has progressed a little bit, then be careful when asking for upadesha, or else just do your salutations. Ask him if you can guide. If he's guiding you, that means here both of you have been connected by the deities only. You both will go ahead. You both will have a relationship of proper upadesha flowing through. If not, no problem. Don't ask for an upadesha and then don't follow it. That is riskier than somebody who randomly picks out even the most complicated Moola mantras or the most complicated Bija mantras from the internet. He will at least, if he is very sincere, the Guru Tattva within Bhairava will pick you and throw you in front of a person who can actually guide you. But if the person who's guiding you is an advanced sadhak and you went in search of him and took an upadesha and then do not follow it, even if it is the same basic nama mantra of Bhairava, if it is given by an advanced sadhak, there is a difference. You need to be very sincere. It is no longer a case of, it is no longer LKG. You have been directly sent to 12th standard board exams. You are directly going to write the board exams now. Be serious. You took upadesha, follow it. If you do not follow it, go to the headmaster. I am not able to study in this class this year. I will take 1 year of leave. I will study outside and then I'll come back and study in the same class. But go to the headmaster. That is Bhairava. So this is the dangers of running after a guru and taking an upadesha and not being proper. As opposed to like a child, you run around, take all mantras, all bija mantras and do everything. You will not progress. But if he likes you, he will pick you and he will throw you in front of a guru and you will progress. So yes, is it right to take bija mantras from the internet and start doing? No. Don't directly go into bija mantras. Get into proper nama mantras and have a wish that I would like a guru to guide me. That is what you should wish for. Don't run after the guru. Run after Bhairava. This is what it is. I am noticing that many of you are getting into human worship. Be very careful. This is a distinction that you should make. You do not get into human worship. Be grateful to whoever is guiding you. Be grateful to your gurus. Be grateful to any mentor that you, even small corrections they have given, be grateful, but go to Bhairava. Do not get into human worship. If the human is taking you to himself and not taking you to Bhairava, he is not a genuine guru. Please understand this. This is the Kali Yuga. Not everybody is going to be genuine. Some of them just want you to continuously praise them, continuously sing their own leelas, and they will not be genuine. So don't be in a rush to run after the guru. Go to the headmaster. Ask him for a class teacher. And then if you get the class teacher, be sincere and do whatever they tell you. If you feel that it is not the right thing, where you want to take a step back. If you want to take a step back, then get into a proper anushtana for apologizing to the deity and then you walk out. You take the upadesha and you disrespect it, both will get. The senior guy will at least know how to escape, how to like Sharanagadi in front of Bhairava and beg for his forgiveness, because I have taken somebody who might not be eligible for this. I think I made a mistake. He will probably have some little bit of difficulties in his life and he'll get through. But the person who took the upadesha and doesn't even know what to do with it, or doesn't even know that he should be following it sincerely, he will probably become ineligible for that path itself in that life, and probably not even in the next. So these are all serious things. Do not get casual about it. There is an outburst of Bhairava sadhana on the net. Do it sincerely. That is all it is. Do it with an intent that you want to meet Bhairava, and do it with an intent that you want oneness with Bhairava and not just with the Guru. You should differentiate these two things. You cannot keep it with other paths wherein Guru is held above the deity itself, not in Bhairava sadhana. Bhairava is a Guru who is very interactive and he will take you if he really starts engaging with you. If somebody has given you an upadesha, follow it. If you feel it is not worthy of following, You should not have asked it in the first place. That itself is dangerous. Inform the person also that you will not be following it, and then get into a penance. That itself is a very good thing that you can do for your own sadhana, that will progress your sadhana actually immensely. I believe so. This is the major crux of having a guru and not having a guru. Both has its own plus and minus points. There is a reason why the entire sadhana of Bhairava is bursted out onto the internet. There is a reason for it. That is the will of the deity itself. But do not get swayed. Many of us get swayed and they are chasing after content. Don't do that. One time is divine. Second or third time we are making it happen. So make sure that you connect to Bhairava all the time and not to human beings. Don't try to get human connection into it. Connect to Bhairava, spend time, make friends in the sadhana path. That is all fine, but do not let go of sadhana, because then what happens is that it becomes a mere group of people. That is not what you should be doing. You continuously go to Bhairava, you continuously seek him, run after him, chase after him, and tell him that you want a guru. And if he puts somebody in front of you, and if you ask for upadesha, follow it. As simple as that. I believe with guru, without guru, this is the simple crux of it. Keep going till the guru comes to you. If the guru comes to you, be sincere. And if not, I've already told you what you should do. And again, be in your quest. Do not be one leg here, one leg there. That is the worst thing you can do to yourself. For example, I'll tell you, there have been people who came to me and they took upadeshas and they started having experiences left and right, and they started enjoying that, and then they become adventurous and they start this is a sign where you take an upadesha and you're not able to follow it, and then your mind starts searching in other places. Then you're not meant to get into nitya upasana of Bhairava. This is a hurdle in your jiva itself that is stopping your progress. So if you're doing a proper anusthana and you get boredom or the need for another path, the need for another answer, the need for excitement, this is a bad sign. Do not look for excitement at least for the first 2 or 3 years. I'm telling you, just the basic nama mantra can keep you going for 30 years. You don't have to search for anything else. If you're not getting that feeling of satisfaction, you're continuously chasing after different gurus, continuously pulling out new books because you're getting, what else can I do? What else can I do? That feeling is not good. Ground yourself. Become a stone. Become a stone. Why do we pray to deities in stone? That is your biggest lesson. The stones don't move. Become a stone. Ground your jiva. Don't flutter around. The bee that goes to all the flowers will never enjoy one single flower. Just don't be a bee. Be the flower. That is the point. You don't try to be don't try to go to 100 people, and then what happens is nothing is lost for the person who's guiding you, but everything is lost for you, because number one, it is a sign itself that the deity is not giving you stability. You are seeking adventure. You are not going towards nitya upasana. You're just going for single anushthanas. There are the deities, for example, the entire year there are sadhaks who do not undertake any sadhana, but during specific masa of specific months alone, they will take an anusthana, sankalpa, and they will do sadhana. So that is not the idea here. The idea is that the entire year till death of the body, you want to continue in this path. So do not get adventurous. It is when you become a stone that you will find that experiences start chasing you. Do not say that I want to go to this deity, then that deity, this guru, that guru. What is he saying? I'll do this also. Okay, I'll add that also. I've had people who had so much of experiences, and then I start getting the idea that this guy is he will not be stable, and it happens. I will find the person going after 10 different sources, reading 10 books and adding new things. It is good, but not in the first 2 months or 3 months. That is not good. Ground yourself. Become monotonously boring for the first year or so, and I assure you, it is when you are monotonously boring that the deities will become extremely interactive, and they'll start talking with you the whole time. You need to give them that time. Do not be overly explorative. You have found a good sadhak who might be able to guide you. Give it time. Become a stone. Ground yourself. Let your feet, when you find yourself fluttering, remove your slippers. Go to a nice piece of ground, like a gaushala or something. A gaushala is like the best grounding factor. Remove your shoes, socks and all, and stand in that ground. Ground yourself. If you find yourself fluttering, it will really affect your sadhana. And for example, there was somebody I was guiding, and they started making immense progress. Immense. It was like every 2 days, deities were talking to him. They were giving him so many signs, and then he started getting. One fine night, I started getting a thought that he will go out of the path, and it started. And I saw the person going after various paths, reading so much, because come on, man, give it 2 years. Ground yourself, become a stone. No, why do we pray to stone? There should be a message in that. There is a reason why we give prana pratishtam to a stone, because it is a stone that will give you the biggest lesson. It will stay unmoving for 10,000 years. That is the greatest lesson. Take it. Understand that. Don't be adventurous. Ground yourself. If by any chance you find a good senior mentor, you find advanced sadhak, a guru itself, and you have thirsted for knowledge from them, and they give it to you, no matter how difficult it is, do it. No matter how difficult it is, it's going to destroy you. It is going to take you out of your comfort zone. Trust me. That is because he's going to now accelerate you by 10 years. In 48 days, you might accelerate 10 years. That is the advantage of going to advanced sadhaks, but it is like walking on the edge of a blade. If you do not walk properly, you will cut yourself everywhere. You only need to cut your feet while walking on the blade. If you start dancing around, you will cut your entire body, and you lose the ability to progress in the sadhana. So people who have been getting in touch with me also, this is my answer to you. Think a few times before you do that. Because many people, there have been times when I have given basic nama mantras itself, and they say that they have started the sadhana with a totally different mantra, and I am like, then why did you want to do this? Of course, I will apologize to Bhairava, and that will reduce my exposure to the person, because I am nobody. I am not your guardian, or neither do I decide your eligibility. I am nobody. That is a fact. What is my eligibility to say that you can't do a mantra? You can. But that might be your path. But I can only do one thing, that I will apologize to Baba for actually using his name in vain like that, and allowing his mantra to be disrespected. So if you have a guide, jump into the pool, start swimming. If you don't have a guide, play around in the banks of the river, play with the water a little bit. I'll keep wishing to Bhairava that I want this person to guide me. Do not run after the person, ask him to guide you. Ask to Bhairava Baba that you please send this guru to me and make him guide me. And it happens. There are people who specifically right now are taking anushtanas. I know people who are saying that I should guide them. They have told me that since you have refused to guide me, I will now take an anushtana to Bhairava Baba that you should guide me. There are people who do that, and sometimes it just sort of clicks, and you want to guide it. And see, this is not something I do for money. The deities have kept me well. I have never chased after money, so this is something I do it for as a dharmic duty. So if I have to do it, I'll do it. I am very happy sitting in this room for hours together with her, very happy. But if you feel that I can make a difference in your life, then think to yourself 100 times. Take an anushtana just thinking whether you want guidance. Otherwise, don't casual. See, this is not a club. Sadhana should not become a club wherein you discuss about who's doing what. It's not content making. It is not a real dances. You see, it is not like 10 choreographers doing dance moves and he's copying him. So you copied him. We're talking about a few lakh years back. Deities who existed, whose origins were before the creation of the world itself. Let us not be childish. Let us truly understand the depth of these subjects. So many of you have texted me asking for guidance. Please rethink. If you truly want guidance, yes, you can find me on Facebook. There is no monetary aspect in this. Only if you want guidance, you can ping me. Otherwise, you can just casually listen to these YouTube videos and simply focus on your Nama mantra. Bhairava is procedural collapse. He will just pick you and put you in top of the Gopuram itself. The Gopuram itself, he'll make you sit on top. If he finds your sincerity, if he falls in love with you, that's it. Which human can stop your progress? Or which human can grant you progress? Trust on the deity. That is what you should do. And if in case you have taken any upadesha from anybody, sincerely finish it. This is the best advice I can give you. Sincerely finish it. Do not insult or... See, the mantra is the body of the deity itself. The mantra is the deity. The bijaksharas are the deities encoded in specific forms within the mantra itself. Do not disrespect that mantra or... Like, don't. So what happens is that when you take it from an advanced guy, it throws you 10 years faster. Whereas it also puts you into that limelight wherein if you're not respectable to that mantra, it will also destroy you. So don't be adventurous. If you're meant for it, it will come to you. Calm down. I'm telling you, what is the rush? This is not like a cinema ticket counter like 100 years back, wherein if you don't go and stand in the line and if like first 100 people will get it, if you're 101 person or 105th person, you will not get the ticket. Don't get desperate. Everything, become a stone. Become a stone. Baba will come to you. You calm down. Be cool. Continuously keep calling. You do not doubt the potential of Bhairava. His potential is like many of you are not able to understand. If you want a guru, if you want one particular person to guide you, you put force into that thought while talking to him and say, if he is eligible to guide me, please send him to me or allow me to go to him. That is what you put into it, and then if it happens, you go. Else it is very much fine. Put 2-3 years into just the Nama mantra. What is going to happen? There is nobody on earth who can say that you're not eligible to the Nama mantra. Nobody can stop. If such a person has stopped you, he will not be in that path next birth. He will surely have a birth and he will not be in that path. There is a reason why the mantras are everywhere. Please understand. Take upadesha only if you need it. Otherwise, put a few years into it. Listen to all these videos. Engage. Nicely roam around all the temples. Go sit down. Let your feet touch that ground of the temple. Sit down, ground yourself, become a stone. This is the first message of every deity. Why did we put them in the stone? So that they stably stand there for 1,000, 10,000, 50,000 years. That is the first message. So do not get adventurous. Do not thirst for knowledge. It will come. Knowledge is not by YouTube videos or by somebody talking, telling you something in the ears is the only way to get knowledge. No, then you're doubting the powers of this deity, and this deity is not like that. He strikes so fast that you will be left clueless on how do I know these things. Because if you ask me what's half of the things that I spoke in the videos itself, if you had pulled me out 3 years back, probably I would not be making sense, even though I was running after him and his dogs. I was running with his dogs all over India, campaigning this dog and establishing that breed of dog in 2019 and all. But if you had asked me to talk about him to that extent, he didn't. Just suddenly one day that I sat down. I just like that sat down and I didn't read anything. So trust in this deity. He's very fast. If he decides, it will happen like this. Nobody is guiding you. Nobody is guiding you. Then ask him to guide you. If a point comes where you have to interact with somebody who is very powerful, he will put you there. Don't run after upadeshas. So I think we're majorly done. There will be one more video coming up on another very critical subject that I need to really get into, because something to do with karma, and I feel that there needs to be a little more in depth, because Bhairava sadhana and karma, I think many of you will falter and will not be able to understand why it's happening, even a basic Nama mantra. So these sort of YouTube videos will keep coming. Listen to all that. Fall in love with Bhairava. Don't fall in love with human beings. Love human beings as part of your life itself. You're born into a specific role for a reason. You have a mother for a reason, you have a father for a reason. They are physically bound to you. You physically fall in love with them, but in your heart, fall in love with your deity. Alright, so about Ma Kali, yes, once we set the stage on this YouTube channel, I will talk about her, because even in this YouTube channel, I need to put a proper stage of Bhairava and she will stand out that, because once she has come, and I like you can see, once I start talking about her, there's no step back. So that is where this channel will ultimately lead. We will talk about Ma Kali and her sadhana of Ma Kali. Before that, you will have to put a stage of Bhairava in your life itself, in your Atman itself. You will have to lie down here. If he lies down here, this is where Ma Kali will come and stand. If he doesn't lie down and you try to position Ma Kali here, there is no stage she will move. She will move so fast and nobody can, our Jiva doesn't have the control to seat Ma Kali without Bhairava. So go slow, be a stone. It will take time, but enjoy the path. If you are feeling adventurous, please understand that you have not put enough effort into the daily sadhana. That is why you are adventurous. The deity is not connecting with you. Once the deity connects with you, you are in such a blissful state that you are enjoying it. If you're beginning to lose focus and the deities are pushing you to a guru or somebody who's a little senior who can guide you, then probably that is meant for you. You don't search for the guru. The guru will come. The upadesha will come. You search for the deity. Bhairava Kalike namostute. Om namo Bhairavaya namo nama. Om namo Bhairavaya swaha. Jai Ma Kali.